What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Tower Defense Tuesday. As many of you know, the original creator of the Touhou project has given permission for a lot of fan-based or indie companies to release their Touhou-themed games on Steam. Now, this particular one is from Neatpia and published by Sony Music Entertainment Japan, and it is Gensokyo Defenders. So join me as I massacre every single word in the anime world and progress through this game. Now, this game did hit Steam on April 24, 2019. It's currently $19.99. Right now, it's 30% off at $13.99. And I gotta say, I just can't recommend this to anyone for that price. Although it is a cute game and it's got a fun, addictive playstyle, this, to me, seems more like a $5 or $6 game, certainly not a $20 game. Although it is fully released, this is not early access or beta or anything of the likes. It's just really, really lacking and rough around the edges. Now, the art style is nice. The voiceovers are good. All the characters and everything. Like I said, the art is absolutely wonderful throughout the game. The play itself is actually fairly addicting and fun to just jump in and start doing. However, with the roughness around the edges and the lack of features in the game, I personally just have a really hard time recommending it for that price. Now, looking at that, starting right off, let's go into the options where there basically are none. So you go into options, you got graphics quality, high, highest, low. Let's go to highest. We've got 3 different volume settings. There's nothing else for graphics at all. No resolution setting. In fact, when you launch the game, it's a very small window on your screen, and it's very frustrating thinking that you're going to play the game like this. However, reading through the developer's notes, if you hit Alt-Enter, it takes it into full screen mode, and that's what we're doing here today, just to get it up to 1080p. Now, that alone is just a huge deal breaker for me. I mean, not having any sort of graphics settings at all other than low, medium, high, and highest. What more can you say? I mean, it's just seriously lacking in that department. Now, the one thing it did do right, as I mentioned, is the gameplay is fun. It is addicting. It's easy to get into. If you see this particular title on a Steam sale for $2 or $3 or something really, really low, with it being like 90% off, I think this game would be kind of a no-brainer, as it is fun. It's going to be worth a couple of bucks, and that's about it. Let's pop right on in to the storyline, and we'll start right off at the beginning. As you see, I've only played one map here. I did really enjoy that one map I played. I liked the general feel of the game. I just had a hard time continuing onward with it being so rough around the edges. So let's pop on into map number 1, the War Games, and check out the story here. Now, of course, there is subtitles through the whole thing, so I am not going to read them all. I will leave them up on screen long enough for you all to read them, though. Now, of course, my mastery of the Japanese language is absolutely 0% and non-existent. However, it does feel like the translations are going through not quite right. Definitely seems like there was some sort of Google Translate going on in this. Alright, and here we go into the actual gameplay. So use WASD to move, right click to turn, and it actually is, and then left click to attack. it's not as, it's pretty fluid. It's much more fluid than it sounds like it would be. Press G to start the battle. Let's do it. And this first wave will just burn down. Of course, this is the first map, so just kind of an introduction to the game. And basic tower defense for that aspect. I mean, we're protecting this area back here. We know exactly where the enemies are coming from. We can see them on the mini-map and just burn them down. Now, of course, after this first introductory wave, we will get into some of the traps, and that's where it becomes a little bit more interesting, for sure. And there we go. Wave 1 is down. Seems like a game of capture the flag. Why not just say seems like a tower defense game? See, press 1 and 2 to switch between attacking and setting traps. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to set some traps here. We're going to start off with this bamboo spear floor trap. It's kind of like a spike trap from Orcs Must Die. It actually reminds me exactly of that, to be honest. So let's just go ahead and lace some spike traps down. I think that's good enough. Yep, it looks like we're out of gold. Alright, so let's switch back. Your base HP is shown at the top of the screen. As you see, we've got 40 health that we need to defend. More traps will give you a better chance at survival, indeed. The bamboo traps, the sound effect on it is a little questionable, but, you know, I like it. I'm digging it. I like the spike trap aspect of it. Like I said, the game is actually, it's really easy to hop in and enjoy it right away. I mean, even though I've only played this first map, I did enjoy the general feel of the game. You know, of course, I'm a big tower defense fanboy to begin with. And there we go, piece of cake. Okay, use Q to use a spell card. So these are our abilities. Basically, we're going to have two abilities. We're going to use those on Q and E. It's a little wonky aiming the abilities. Our Q ability is a freeze spell. So we use once to aim the targeting reticle, put it wherever we want, hit Q again, and it will drop the freeze down. Spell cards need MP, which is kind of like the mana, but are very powerful. And then we've got E, which is another spell card. This one is going to straight up put up a wall. Actually, no, it changed. How weird. When I played through the map the first time, it gave me a spell card of putting a wall up. This one is an instant freeze. That's interesting. So maybe the spell cards are random at this point? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Press the shift key twice when the last word gauge at the lower right. So this is kind of like a like an ultimate move or whatever. So hold your shift key down and it's going to be a big old whapow. Oh, you know what it is I'm playing a different character, I believe. Hold the spacebar to run. Very nice. Kind of a glide animation, no actual running involved. Press G to start. Let's do it up. Now, different characters, of course, are going to have different abilities and even primary shot. This one is kind of like a tri-burst. The character I played yesterday, I want to say, was fully automatic. You just hold it down and spray. There's no ammo or anything. You don't have to worry about running out of ammo. Let's use some of these abilities here. Well, I guess we need some baddies first. Are they all dead? Yeah, that freeze has got pretty good range on it. Let's try this one. Very nice. We're not quite ready for our ultimate yet. However, actually we are. Very nice. I was looking at the wrong bar there. Basically, it's like this, huh? Yep. Basically, it is. Invading the opponent's side, changing defense, and there are rules for when you have way more than fairies joining in. It's the fairy war games, y'all. Alright, so we completed that one. Let's go ahead and head on in and check out the next map here. That is so weird. I could have swore it was a different character yesterday when I logged in and tried. No way to change the difficulty either. I'm assuming after you play through them all, it will give another difficulty, maybe? I'm not certain. Let's try out Dawn of the Great Fairy War, and we unlocked a new trap as well, which this will give us the ability to use here. Earn gold by defeating enemies, clearing waves, and selling traps. Gold does not carry over between stages, so spend as much as you can. Sounds fair. Playing with the regular fairies is boring. Oh darn. Man, lots and lots of reading involved. Watching the ice fairy would make sense of things, but it seems they're oblivious after all. Time to have a real match. I think there's a little bit excessive amounts of... Okay, I got a new trap. Up to 4 traps can be equipped per phase. Now let's see, how do I select number keys 2 through 5? Alright. See, what do we have here? Watchtower attacks to the front. First place the edge of the path. I'm not really sure how to use this one. All set and clear spot beside path. Maybe? See, right click is to turn. Oh, there we go. Left click to place. That doesn't seem right. Oh, maybe it is. It's like some ballistas or whatever shooting off to the side. I should have put it further out, huh? Press E twice to activate a spell card. Yeah, I already know that. Alright, can we get any more traps down here? You can only place them, or no, there we go. There we go. We'll go with some ballistas here as well. And then let's spike it up too. Give ourselves a little something something here. How much gold do I have? That is all of the gold. So we got 3 waves again. Let's go ahead and make it happen and see how this one runs. Actually anxious to see how much more power that brings. That looks like it's a lot of ballistas there. Another thing that I didn't really care for, which in my opinion was, it seemed like a little bit of, I don't know, it seemed like it led you in a little due to some of the screenshots, as there is no zooming in and out. This is the view you get. You can't go in closer, you can't come out farther. This is your view. So on the Steam page, of course, it shows some screenshots, which does not look like this camera angle at all. Enemies will sometimes drop UFOs. What? Collect a UFO for a power-up. Okay, fair enough. Let's get some more traps down. Let's see, we got enough cash to put down 3 more. Let's do that. And here we go on wave number 2. Now, are those going to damage or no? Okay, they're not damaging my core. Get them all froze up. They're smart enough to come down the sides. So there's some form of AI going on there for sure. Like I said, the general feel of the game is good. I mean, it feels... It seems really fun to play. It just has got the big price tag on it. And it's just heavily lacking features. Let's go with a couple more ballistas there. We'll just put a big old killing area. And I don't have enough to do the sides. That's alright. Man, they are sneaking through, that's for sure. Yep, not enough juice to do my ultimate. They're making it back. There we go. There's, there's some flip traps it shows in the... Let's try this E here. There we go. There's some flip traps that it shows on the screenshots as well. I haven't made it to that point yet, but those look kind of cool. And then, of course, you flip anything off of your screen, and it's a dead mob. He's still coming. And there we go. Oop, or maybe not. Oh, that was a boss, is what that is. I'm getting really low on health, too. Man, they are shooting. Get the ultimate going on now. Oof. Only one left. Don't die. There we go. Alright, so that does it. That is a look at Gensokyo Defenders. It's available on Steam. Link is down in the description below. Like I said, it's one, it seems fun, something to keep an eye out for if it goes on sale. The $19.99 price on it seems completely absurd to me. It just seems like way too much for this game. However, that is a look at Gensokyo Defenders from Steam and on PC. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe. And I will try to get a new tower defense game out to you next Tuesday as well. So thank you all once again, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.